Hi everyone, Paul Morbid here, Morbid Team Entertainment. So I'm looking at my Fujica Single-8 ZC 1000. Now, the issue or issues are, let's take a look. Now, this looks normal. Alright, let's take a look here. Now you can adjust this shutter opening control. You can push it down to lock it, of course, but pull it up, and as you adjust it, it should close it, but it's not. Okay, so it looks like I've looked down inside of the shutter and it is a little corroded, so that's not good. I hope it's not rusted. I'm going to try to hold this for you. So as I hold the knob here of the shutter opening control, I'm going to move it back and forth, and so just watch right here at the end of my pencil eraser. Watch the shutter. I'll have to move it back and forth and we'll find out the issue. Now you see I'm moving this, come here, I locked it again. Just the camera angle, my cell phone. I'm moving this back and forth and nothing's happening. Now, if I give it some bangs, which you never want to do, sometimes it tends to move around, which is again never you want to do. Alright, still nothing. That's just because I'm recording this. Earlier it was doing it all over the place. Okay, so here's the shutter at 18 frames per second. Okay, so it's only good to make a test with the film to make sure the claw is advancing the film to the camera. You know what? In any test like this, it's always wise. It's a basic thing, but you just something you want to do. All right. Turn it over. Again, I've got it 18 frames per second at the end of my pencil eraser. Let's take a look at the shutter. Here we go. Let's push the shutter button. Alright, that's good enough, more than enough actually. Open this up, take a look at the film, and yes, we can see the film has transferred because the mark is gone. Also, when I'm removing the batteries, you want to use high-end batteries with a camera like this, okay? And check them always. No, these are not hot, and that's a good sign. Okay, so just off camera right now, I was moving the shutter opening control, and lo and behold, what would happen is this. So there we have it. Right there. And I'm just wondering, I don't know. Let's take a look. I'm going to move the shutter opening control over here at my thumb. Here. So move it slow, there it goes. Alright. There we are. So apparently I'm going to have to go in there. Now if I'm moving it up, I did it again. There. moving it up again. So we're not going quite all the way, so maybe so. Move it some more. Move it slow. There we go. Look at there. And move it slow and down. All right, that's what we wanted to see. And by the way, just a tip here. If you're having this type of situation, you want to tap on your camera. I really wouldn't suggest it, but you do want to tap on your camera to get an idea what's going on with the shutter right there, that shutter opening control. Make sure that you remove this battery holder. Okay, otherwise, if you tap it too hard and you got the camera upside down, you know, with the battery holder facing the floor, this can fall out. Okay, and this is a part to get 3D printed. Hopefully that'll work. SLA would probably be the best way to do it. A good tight SLA printing. Okay, got to remove some screws from this plate in the film compartment area. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see that. All right. This one right by the pressure plate, and this is the pressure plate for those of you who do not know. Okay, take my screw out there and put it in a designated area. Another one down below. There's really nothing under here at this point, so don't be looking to see anything in particular, because there's not. Alright, take myself a screwdriver. I'm going to lift it up here. There's nothing but another plate. See? That's the underbody of that. Right. So here we are here. You can get more of the exposure of the pin system. And yes, these do move. You press them in, which activates the back of the cartridge, or the cartridge activates these pins. That's actually what happens. Okay. Now, if you just want to see with the shutter opening control what needs to be, just to take a look at it, just a brief glimpse of it, it'd be right here at the end of my pencil eraser. And this would be without dismantling this plate and further a lot of other things. Alright, so I'm going to move around the shutter opening control and just watch that area. And you can see just a touch of the workings. Alright. Work like this is always a real job. What I would suggest, if you get one of these cameras and it's your first time and you do find out that this sticks right here, meaning the shutter opening control, just simply take it and rotate it back and forth for a while. It may take, you know, there's no amount of time, even a few days or something like that, and see where it gets you. See it closing right there, and there it's opening. Whatever is, you know, a little bit of corrosion or something is holding it, then it just could work it out. It could be a little bit of surface rust. It may work it out right there, besides sending it to an expensive repair. However, I would always suggest, and I always do suggest, sending your camera to a service technician for a full CLA before filming at it. It's just best. And again, as always, upon that you attempt to service, repair your own camera, a camera, any mistakes you make to your camera, a camera, persons are all on you. Take a look at that again. Alright. So far, so good. So for now, the issue on my ZC1000 with the shutter opening control is tolerable. Okay, I can just work it back and forth and it just seems to be fine. I can leave it open if I want to, whichever way I want to do. And the extensive repair I can deal with at a later date. Alright? And remember everyone, for more videos like this, do subscribe. Until next time, later.